Hi, my name is Ciara Young and I am an Associate Solicitor with Clarity Simplicity and a member of the Senior Management Team. Today, I'm going to bring you up to date on the most recent housing and property developments regarding evictions in Scotland. The COVID-19 pandemic changed almost all aspects of our daily lives, and we continue to see some of its effects still prevalent today. As we approach the end of March 2024, a significant chapter in Scotland's housing landscape is coming to a close. The Cost of Living Crisis Tenant Protection Scotland Act 2022, which was a pivotal piece of legislation aimed at safeguarding tenants and landlords alike, is set to expire on the 31st of March. Its expiration prompts us to reflect on its impact and to look at what lies ahead for both tenants and landlords across Scotland. In the past 2 years, the Act introduced emergency measures with a view to combating the cost of living crisis in Scotland. These provisions include a rent freeze, a cap on landlords' ability to increase rent beyond certain thresholds, and a moratorium, also known as a temporary eviction ban. So, what does the 1st of April 2024 bring for landlords and tenants? Firstly, any eviction orders granted on or before the 1st of April 2024 that were subject to the temporary ban can be enforced. The temporary ban on evictions will still remain in place until the 1st of April 2024. And if an eviction order is currently paused due to the cost of living legislation, the landlord can begin to take steps to enforce the order as of that date. That means that any order of eviction granted can be enforced as at the 1st of April. It is still recommended by the Scottish Government to make any tenant who an eviction order has been granted against aware of the changes that are taking place on the 1st of April. Secondly, there is a removal of certain grounds when serving a notice. The legislation introduced grounds that related to the landlord's financial hardship. The changes shall see those provisions removed. However, any notice that was served using an emergency legislation ground will still remain valid, and so there is no requirement for landlords to serve a valid notice again using a new ground. Finally, there are changes to the rental caps. Currently, private rentals are capped at 3 or 6% in exceptional circumstances, and this cap again will remain in place until the 1st of April of 2024. This applies to rent increase notices that were issued prior to this date, even if the proposed increase is due to take place after the 1st of April. The cap will still apply. A landlord can only increase rent once in a 12-month period and must give at least 3 months' notice. The notice period may also differ depending on the type of tenancy that is in operation. The legislation will continue to govern the notice and other information that's required in order for a rent increase to be valid. Now, these changes may feel significant and they may even invoke uncertainty for some individuals. So if you require more information on how these changes might affect you, it is best to seek legal advice. And whilst the changes may also feel like new provisions, they actually represent a step towards returning to the old conditions that existed prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. So if you find yourself unsure about your rights or responsibilities in this evolving situation, then we at the Clarity Simplicity Eviction Team are here to assist.